In this video, I'm exposing my Tesla stock price targets out over the next 10 years and sharing my catalysts. What do I believe will drive the stock to these levels? For those who don't know, my Tesla stock price targets have been and continue to be exclusively available to my Patreon supporters, so check the card in the corner or the link in the pinned comment to join Patreon if you're not already supporting. You'll instantly gain access to those plus loads of exclusive content and perks. I actually have 4 separate scenarios, each with their own probabilities for my Tesla stock price targets, and I'll explain why. I have a bear case with a 5% probability, a 1 in 20 chance. I have a base case with a 60% probability, better than even, better than a coin toss. I have a bull case with a 33% probability, about 1 in 3, and I also have a ridiculous hyper bull case with just a 2% probability. The reason for these 4 scenarios is simple. In my mind, as a mental exercise, I wanted to think through, what's the worst case scenario? What if everything goes wrong? Where do we end up? What about the best case scenario? What if everything goes right? Where do we end up? Of course, these aren't realistic scenarios, but I do want to think about them. This is why I also have a base case and a bull case, somewhere in the middle. What do I think is more realistic? What's more likely? Of course, if I share every scenario for every year, this video will be far too long and boring. If you want to see them, that's what Patreon's for, so check the card in the corner or the link at the pinned comment. What I am going to share in this video, however, is the 2 price targets for each year that I think are personally the most important. 1, the bear case. Why? Because I don't think this is going to happen. This is if everything that can go wrong does go wrong. Train wreck after train wreck, disaster after disaster, and Tesla stock ends up here. I'm also going to share my weighted average price target, which is a weighted average per the name of all of my price targets, which accounts for the probability and the actual price target. This, in my opinion, is probably the most realistic number to be focused on. If I only had one price target, it would be this. So what I'm sharing with you guys and girls today is worst case plus straight down the middle. Before we get into the price targets, I do just want to make sure that everybody understands my price targets change all the time based on new information. I regularly update them on Patreon. They're always the latest available. Sometimes they change multiple times per week, other times maybe once a month or so. Every time there's a new data point that's relevant for me to integrate into my Tesla valuation model, which is also available on Patreon to my investor supporters and above. It is the thing that actually generates my price targets. Every time there's new information, I integrate it and it spits out new price targets. So if you're watching this more than 24 hours after it was published, my price targets have probably changed. I thought this would be a great opportunity to provide these before Elon Musk shares the Tesla Motors Master Plan Part 3. I think this is going to have a lot of valuable information which I will be able to integrate into my model. So expect some dramatic changes, but for now, let's get into it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, there's a bunch of ways you can support the channel, access exclusive content and perks, and get some free stocks and crypto. Check out the links in the pinned comment below. You can get 2 free stocks with WeBull, a free stock with Stake, free Bitcoin with Coinbase, and free Bitcoin with BlockFi, and the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card. You can also pick up some Tesla, Elon, and investment theme merch in the merch store. If you want to take it to the next level, join thousands of members on Patreon to gain exclusive access to over 100 Q&A videos, loads of exclusive content, exclusive access to my up-to-date 10-year Tesla stock price targets, and even access my Tesla valuation model at the investor support level and above. So check out the links in the pinned comment below, and thanks for your support. And before we get into the price targets and the catalyst for how we get there, I just want to make sure that everybody understands these aren't predictions for what Tesla stock will be worth at a certain point in the future, because that's pointless. 1, the stock market doesn't know what it's doing. 2, the stock market has underestimated Tesla for its entire history as a publicly traded company, and I don't expect that to change anytime soon. These price targets, instead of being a prediction of what Tesla stock will be worth, they are predictions of what Tesla stock should be worth based on the assumptions behind them. As I mentioned, my Tesla valuation model, available exclusively on Patreon to investor supporters and above, has all the assumptions in here. These price targets are, if all of these assumptions come to pass, Tesla stock should be worth XYZ, but my expectation is it won't be. I think it's going to be many years before the stock market starts valuing Tesla where it should be. This is why I continue to buy Tesla stock with every spare cent and continue to point out that, in my opinion, it's the bargain of the fucking century. At some point in the future, surely the stock market finally figures Tesla out. But until then, I expect there's going to be a pretty decent disconnect between where Tesla is and where it should be, and that is called opportunity. So my 2022 bear case price target for Tesla stock is $1,302 per share, a very long way from where we are today. However, my weighted average price target for 2022 for Tesla stock is actually $1,998 per share. And just because I'm feeling generous, you want to know my base case? $1,713 per share. As for catalysts, I mean, let's start with, the 2 gigantic brand new factories, Austin and Berlin, both of which will be commencing first deliveries to customers of their incredible Model Y vehicle within days. But wait, there's more. We've also learned about a massive expansion of Tesla's existing Shanghai facility starting in about a month. Oh, and then there's Tesla recently reprioritizing deliveries for orders with full self-driving in the United States meaning Tesla's going to have a huge wave of increased margins flowing through in the next couple of quarters, aka Tesla making billions upon billions upon billions upon billions upon billions of dollars of profits in 2022 while expanding at a ridiculous rate. Oh, is that all? My 2023 bear case price target for Tesla stock, $2,147 per share, more than a doubling from where we are today. And by the way, guys, in case you don't know, 2023, that's next year. Just so if you do the math, just saying. It could be wrong, but I'm just saying. And the weighted average price target, $3,445 per share. Catalysts include a new factory in Shanghai. Yep, that's right. A new separate factory, not the expansion of Shanghai. No, an entirely separate factory in Shanghai with production capacity of 1+ million units in the first stage. Plus the continued expansion and ramping of Austin and Berlin, which will see increasing margins. Remember, these are brand new factory designs, the latest cutting edge technology. These vehicles, the Model Ys coming out of Austin and Berlin, will be massive, massive money printers. Tesla will benefit enormously from economies of scale as well. We've also got Cybertruck, and I expect Tesla will deliver somewhere in the vicinity of 2.5 million vehicles in 2023, and Wall Street's expecting them to deliver about 12. 2024 bear case price target for Tesla stock, $2,976 per share. The weighted price target, $5,005 per share. Biggest catalyst in my opinion, sometime in 2024, the very first robotaxi fair takes place in a Tesla vehicle. The stock market starts to figure out, holy fucking fuck, they actually did it. Now we should think about the numbers, because prior to this we were completely unwilling to even consider robotaxis for some strange reason. Tesla Semi a pretty good chance to release in 23, maybe it slips out till 24. This is the point where Tesla's financials really start to get ridiculous. My bear case price target for Tesla stock in 2025, $3,910. And if you're not already sitting, probably a good time, my weighted average price target for Tesla in 2025, $7,906 per share. At this point in time, I expect Dojo as a service will be a thing and we'll be bringing in an insane amount of revenue. I don't think people are expecting this at all. Another catalyst, full self-driving licensing. As I mentioned, I believe the first robotaxi fair in a Tesla takes place somewhere on planet Earth in 2024. The following year, 2025, I think this is a point where people go, you know what, fuck it, we're never going to catch up. Let's just license our software from Tesla. And this is what happens. Elon Musk has said publicly he is open to doing this. And in my opinion, this will bring in many, many, many billions of dollars of annual profits for Tesla every single year for approximately zero effort. Not a bad ROI. I also believe that the Tesla bot will be starting to impact Tesla's stock price at this point in time. My best guess, the first functional bots appear somewhere in 2025, but I really have no idea. Could be a little bit later, I'm not certain. But the point is, once the stock market sees a working Tesla bot and then starts to do the math and think, oh, what if this thing gets better? Like their software. Oh shit, this could be, oh wow, whoa. I think that process will take place. 2026 bear case price target, Tesla stock, $4,690 per share. Weighted average price target, $9,946 per share. Catalysts include a $25,000 Tesla. We know the company is not currently actively working on this product. The demand's insane, the wait times are insane, they don't need to, but at some point surely this vehicle appears. Maybe inflation adjusted, closer to 30,000 bucks. Point is, a next gen Tesla vehicle, I expect this in 2026, could be a little bit sooner. I also believe that approximately half of new vehicles sold in 2026 will be electric. And I know this sounds insanely bullish. Most people would think that's an absolute fucking joke. There's no way, dude. And I admit I could be wrong. There's a lot of uncertainty here, so I don't have a high level of confidence. But let me explain my reasoning. ICE vehicle sales are going to collapse. EV sales are growing exponentially. In 2026, I don't believe that there will be 45 million electric vehicles sold, because I don't think the global market will be 90 million vehicles in total. But at this point, we are well past price parity. You have to be a moron to buy an ICE vehicle unless you have very uncommon needs. At this point in time, ICE vehicle sales have collapsed. Tesla stock, bear case 2027, $5,761 per share. Bull case, $12,917 per share. Weighted average price target, $12,917 per share. At this point in time, Tesla is printing obscene amounts of money. Even their insurance business has grown to annual profits, not revenue, annual profits of at least $500 million per year. And Tesla delivers 10+ million electric vehicles for the year. 2028 weighted average price target, $16,152 per share. Catalysts include being well on the way to solving AGI, massive progress with the Tesla bot, a gigantic fleet of vehicles subscribed to full self-driving, bringing in tens of billions of dollars of quarterly profits. Tesla HVAC also likely to be an actual thing. 2029 price target for Tesla stock in the bear case, $8,436 per share. Weighted average price target, $21,332. I can't even say it with a straight face. It's so ridiculous, yet it's not ridiculous because I don't believe it's likely. It's ridiculous because, well, I mean, guys, seriously, just imagine. It sounds insane. Maybe I am insane. Catalysts include deliveries of 12, 13, 14 plus million, ridiculous profits. And when I say ridiculous, I mean ridiculous. We're talking $100 billion plus, $250 billion, maybe $500 billion of profit, maybe even more. So as ridiculous as the price targets sound, the numbers behind these assumptions haven't been pulled out of my ass. As I mentioned, if you really want to know, just check out my Tesla valuation model on Patreon at the investor support level and above. You can see every number going into these. 2030 bear case price target for Tesla stock, $9,930. Weighted average price target, $27,201 per share. Catalysts include deliveries of at least 15 million vehicles, profits of multiple hundreds of billions of dollars for the full year. We'll have also seen the inevitable bankruptcy, the collapse, maybe the merging and acquisition of a few legacy automotive manufacturers. But I'm telling you guys now, in 2030, Volkswagen, Ford, General Motors, Toyota, Hyundai, Kia, Honda, I could just keep going on and on and on. Most of these companies will no longer exist. They'll either merge, more likely have gone bankrupt, or in the best case scenario, instead of producing 10 million vehicles per year and actually selling them, maybe they're producing 1.5, maybe 2 million vehicles per year. Best case. Why? Because they're dumb and Tesla ate their lunch. Now, the moment you've all skipped ahead to, Tesla stock price target, 2031 bear case, $11,476 per share. Weighted average price target, $33,659 per share. Catalysts include Tesla delivering well in excess of 20 million vehicles, a global Tesla fleet of at least 80 million vehicles, possibly more than 100 million vehicles. And remember, think about this, 100 million active users on roads, most of them subscribe to full self-driving, most of them with Tesla insurance, most of them paying for subscriptions and downloads, apps, games, infotainment, entertainment, productivity, blah, 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 blah. Tesla making insane profits. Full self-driving profit alone in excess of $100 billion per year. Doesn't include bot, doesn't include energy, doesn't include the vehicle sales themselves. We're just talking about full self-driving. Oh, by the way, this isn't including any profits from the robo-taxi service at all. We could be looking at a net profit of $500 billion or more in 2031. I don't think anyone in the stock market is expecting this. Even my bear case has Tesla doing over $200 billion in annual profits in 2031. So I hope you guys and girls have enjoyed this sneak peek at my Tesla stock price targets as they stand today out over the next decade. As I mentioned, these change all the time. If you want the latest price targets, they're always available on Patreon. So check out the card in the corner or the link in the pinned comment. More importantly, I'd love to know what you guys and girls think. Do you have a 1-year price target for Tesla stock? If so, let me know below. What about a 5-year or a 10-year? Let me know those below as well. I'm very curious to hear what you guys and girls think. Want to go a step further? Why not calculate how much your Tesla stock would be worth if Tesla stock is worth $11,476 in 2031, aka my bear case price target. And just finally, I highly encourage everyone watching, please, 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 if you haven't already, build your own Tesla valuation model. Develop some of your own price targets. Have an idea in your mind of the potential outcomes, worst case, best case, realistic, somewhere in the middle. What do you think the future looks like? Of course, I know 95% of investors, probably 99%, are too lazy, can't be bothered, whatever. I get it. I totally understand that. Based on my own experience, having done the work, I have so much confidence and conviction. This is why I'm not batting an eyelid, no matter what Tesla stock's doing, up a few hundred, down a few hundred. I don't give a flying fuck. It's still dirt cheap in my opinion because I know where it's headed in the future. Of course, I could be wrong, that's totally fine. But I'd rather have engaged my brain, done the work, and believe I'm onto something than blindfolding myself, throwing darts and hoping for the best. After all, hope is not a strategy. And don't forget, if you'd like access to my up-to-date price targets in every scenario, always updated every time anything changes, join Patreon with the card in the corner or the link at the pinned comment. And as I mentioned, all of my price targets are actually generated by a valuation model, which is also available exclusively on Patreon to supporters at the investor level and above. So if you want to see every assumption going into these price targets, that's all you need to do. So I'll see you over there. I'm Stephen Mark Ryan. This is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, there's a bunch of ways you can support the channel, access exclusive content and perks, and get some free stocks and crypto. Check out the links in the pinned comment below. You can get 2 free stocks with WeBull, a free stock with Stake, free Bitcoin with Coinbase, and free Bitcoin with BlockFi, and the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card. You can also pick up some Tesla, Elon, and investment theme merch in the merch store. If you want to take it to the next level, join thousands of members on Patreon to gain exclusive access to over 100 Q&A videos, loads of exclusive content, exclusive access to my up-to-date 10-year Tesla stock price targets, and even access my Tesla valuation model at the investor support level and above. So check out the links in the pinned comment below, and thanks for your support. And if if you're still watching, you're awesome. I read every single comment on this channel and I really appreciate your feedback. So if you've got any thoughts on today's video, questions, comments, or suggestions for a new video, let me know in the comments below. Check the cards on screen now to browse the merch store, join Patreon, or watch the next video.